Welcome to Left On Wed.
Bite-sized tips for people getting hitched. Georgia Fletcher.
Adam Sini.
In the same room.
How did we get here?
In this part of town.
But why?
Why? Because
Why?
one day I might listen to Kelly Clarkson Since You've Been Gone
How?
on CD.
Does your car have a CD player still?
It actually does.
Okay, well that's lucky.
Isn't that weird? Brand new car, they put a CD player in it.
Well, clearly they knew that you were holding on to things that you can't quite let go of.
You know what else I'm holding on to that I can't
What are you
let
holding
go
on to?
You,
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Georgia.
Do you know what I'm holding on to?
Here we go. I was trying to do a segue and I got nothing, so I'm hoping that you've got something. Go,
I was
go,
holding
go,
on
go.
to the fact that you've seen some really cool things at Cocktail Canapé Hour.
I have.
When you've lingered around like a bad smell after a ceremony.
Say it for us. Today's topic.
How to bring the magic at your Cocktail Canapé Hour.
Cocktail Canapé Hour with Adam and Georgia. It's the name
Because
of our podcast.
I have a magic wand
Oh my God.
where you could cast a spell,
Give it to me.
add some magic
Huh?
to your Canapé Hour. And that's not just getting a magician.
Wow. We are going
Because
to
you
talk for
could
magicians
get a magician.
for 10 minutes. We love magicians here at Left On Wed.
There is it played to trick?
I don't know.
Well, there's someone in your hood of Newcastle.
Oh, yeah?
Dare to trick. I think it is that.
You're pointing at me
and
so
he
much.
comes
Yes.
to your wedding
Okay.
and entertains your guests during canapés.
Fantastic.
Isn't that fun? What else have you seen?
Well, yeah, let's go through some stuff. Cocktail and Canapé Hour.
Let's do it.
Firstly, actually, before we go into that, what is it? When does that take place?
That's that really weird time where you want to go off for your photos and all your guests are left hanging around,
like bad
ready to
smells.
navigate what is it to mingle with people again?
Yeah.
What does that mean post-pandemic? How do we break the ice? How do we get to know people that we don't really know but the couple do? How do we provide some entertainment?
We call it the gooch period of the wedding, basically. It's the bit in between the ceremony and the reception.
Absolutely never call it that.
It's on all my run sheets as the gooch period. What? Are you serious? Of course it is.
Why?
That lovely little bit in between, you know? So, after your ceremony, people are going to be pumped up. They're going to want to drink, and we go into this little bit in between where you might have some drinks. You might have some cocktails, you might have some canapes. You might go off for photos, the couple. If you haven't done your photos beforehand, you might go off for a little bit. And we just want to know how you can add some spice. What are you guests going to do, Georgia? Give me someone. Come on. All right. Magic wand. Here it goes. And it's going to make a sound effect.
Henry Clive, spicy margs. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what you were just doing with your fingers.
Love a
You were
spicy
doing
marg.
that Salt Bay thing.
I
that
got a
went
margarita
viral for
tattoo
years.
right there.
You do. You are the guy. But you're not part of Henry Clive. Henry and his team always know how to level up a ceremony. So a big shout out to them.
Saw them yesterday.
Yes, they
Yeah.
can serve up delicious cocktails
Yeah.
out of a caravan, or
Yeah.
they can be your bar staff.
set it up.
They are absolutely amazing.
I think it's number one. You need the drinks to start flowing pretty much straight away after your ceremony. People are looking around saying, where's the drink? Sometimes I've seen people might leave an hour in between with nothing, and it's a little bit like, oh, we're getting thirsty.
Here's an unpopular opinion as well.
Please.
Anything longer than 2 hours, it's borderline boring for your guests.
Yes, it starts to
without
get over it.
substantial food, without drinks and good tunes.
Yeah. So, good tunes. If you have a live act for your ceremony, they will definitely, we'll make sure that they are, but they will definitely be playing your cocktail and canapé hour in between, some nice sort of in between pub tunes.
Be
Beautiful.
prepared though, if they've done your ceremony and they're DJing or the band for your reception, they may leave Canapé Hour with some PA music playing while they finish their setups
And that's
as well.
totally fine. I think I said in the music episode, at some point of the day, at every point of the day, if someone's not speaking, music should be playing. So if you don't have that in between, you probably should be thinking about, do we need to bring a speaker in so we can bridge that gap until our DJ starts inside?
Please don't
have
assume
music.
your celebrant is happy to stay
Yes.
back and play music afterwards.
Because
That's
most likely they won't be.
not part of their package,
Yep.
and insurance doesn't always cover the damages that may happen to their PA system
Yep.
post-ceremony.
Oh, wow. If they're emceeing and hanging around, they might do it for you. It's a conversation you've got to have for them, but have some music playing.
Yeah.
Food might start flowing,
Please.
canapes, or grazing table.
We love a grazing table. It does get a little bit messy after a little while.
crackers.
So please make sure that your caterers are all over topping that up, making it tidy and hygienic at the same time.
Dauphinoise.
See if your caterers will also make you a little snack box so that you can
Love
take that
that.
food away and you're not playing catch up when you get back.
You might go away for your photos and stuff, but this is a great period of the day. Don't miss it.
Yeah, don't miss the
I
gooch.
think that I see a lot where couples will make the time that they're off for photos for an hour, but they want to come back so they can enjoy the last half an hour of the cocktail hour with their guests.
The drinks, the food, the tunes, and
Yeah,
the
it's a
extra
vibe.
entertainment. We've mentioned you could have a magician.
Please.
You could have someone painting your guests.
Oh,
yeah,
I had
got
that yesterday.
Audio guest book, Off the Hook.
Off the
we love them.
Hook.
So Off the Hook can be at your reception, but also at your canapes hour
Mm-hmm.
to start those messages early before they get a little sloppy later on.
Sloppy.
Sloppy. What other entertainment can we have?
What about some lawn games, baby?
Oh, I've got some lawn games.
If you need lawn games, you're in the Port. Where do you live?
Port Macquarie.
Port
Mid-North
Macquarie
Coast.
area. Remember we started this podcast with a Sydney celebrant? Look
We
at us now. We
were.
really leveled up to
We're
different
moving
places.
on up, literally.
North from Sydney.
North.
Getting out of the rat race, baby.
are, we
Lawn
are.
games. I am so good at Finska.
Are you?
Yeah, baby.
It's very good that you are very good at something.
Oh my God, that was so patronizing, but thank you so much. It is so good that you are good at something. It's so good.
Out of
Look
the
at
many
you
things that you are
throwing,
good-
throwing blocks at other blocks. You are so good at something.
You're taking it out of context now.
No, I'm not. It's exactly what you just said. Did you all hear that? Mum? My mum doesn't listen. My mum doesn't listen to this
My
podcast.
mum doesn't listen. She's like, what's a podcast?
Yeah, mine too. My dad, every time I go and record this podcast, goes, "What are you doing?" Like, podcast. Right. On the radio? No, it's not on the radio.
But you used to have
Is it on 2GB?
a radio.
Up and Adam. That was my old radio show. New music, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.
That is also one way that Adam can level up your canapes
No,
hour.
don't do that to me, Georgia. What, you want me to do a radio show?
Yeah, we could
Okay.
do a live podcast, remember?
Yeah, we're going to do a live
We are.
podcast during your cocktail hour. Yeah, sure.
What else? Lawn games.
Love lawn games.
So good. We've got our audio guest book. We've got live music or music playing in the background. We've got a magician. We've got a live artist.
Yeah. I also want to add to this, Georgia,
Okay.
that there's all these ideas there. Sometimes you don't have to overdo it as well.
Yes.
We've
Keep it simple.
Yeah, we've had the ceremony, and guests might arrive, 10 minutes pre-ceremony, and then afterwards they're actually having this hour or so in between to catch up and chat with each other, the people they know. So a bit of background music and some good food and tunes usually is enough for that point in the middle, right? But you can add a little bit more spice as well. So
Yeah,
but
you
don't
don't-
feel like you need to overdo it, I think.
And constantly interrupt people and feel like they need entertainment because post-pandemic era, people are also coming together still and reuniting after many
Yeah.
years without each other around. So we're still navigating that time post-pandemic where families haven't been together. So
Yeah.
it's a really nice time to just keep it simple too.
Thinking about pausing and interrupting people, I'm going to add some stuff that I think is really cool that you can pause and interrupt people on.
Do it.
So during your reception, there's some stuff that you might do. There's some stuff during the reception that you can actually move to this part of the day, to your cocktail and canapé hour.
Yeah,
Cutting
sub out formalities in reception, sub in more dancing time.
That's it.
by bringing what forward?
I reckon cutting the cake, I see a lot there.
Afternoon delight.
Oh!
Speeches.
Who did? I was trying to think of who sung Afternoon Delight.
Oh, you know I'm banned from trivia.
Yeah, okay, forget it.
I just remember it was on an ad for crackers.
Favorite cracker? 3, 2, 1, go.
Sakatas.
No.
No, they're not. It just came to my head.
Jats.
Oh, yeah, they're good. They're
You're
crunchy.
Jats crackers, man.
Yeah, I don't really eat crackers.
Dauphinoise. It's a nice cheese.
Okay.
It's the second time I mentioned it. And bonus little tip for someone, if the third time I mention, if you message in the timestamp of that, you get a free Left On Wed tote bag. They don't
Are you
exist.
organising those?
And slide to George's DMs to get it.
Adam's taking orders now. Pre-orders, we have to come up with the design. Adam
Okay.
has to pay for them.
You might cut the cake, right? So you might just go, what I've seen actually recently a couple did, finished the ceremony, walked out, we got everybody to follow them. It was at Red Leaf in Wollongby. Everyone followed them out and they walked directly to their cake. I was emceeing and went straight into, we're cutting the cake now. They cut the cake and then that got taken away and that got brought around during their canapé hour for everyone to eat. I thought that was a cool, really good idea.
That is genius. Cutting a cake. I've also seen couples do their first dance.
Yes, I've seen
after
this
the
too.
ceremony. I've also seen couples kick off their thank you speech, get it over
Yep,
and done with.
yep.
First dance, cut the cake, thank you speech, done.
No one says you can't do it during this bit.
No one notices if you don't.
Exactly. I had one recently where same sort of thing, but it's way more casual vibe. And if you think people might be a little bit nervous for their speeches, everyone's outside. You can get their attention after, an hour or so before you go inside and say, we're going to do some speeches right now. Here's the dad and here's their best friend so-and-so. And they can just do a more casual speech there. So then when they go to sit down, that's done for them.
Done.
We've cut out some time from the reception of formalities and they get to relax. They can sit down, have a chill, a drink, a bintang and just have fun. It's a Bali wedding. So they can just chill,
Amazing.
Which is great. And I love putting things like, I love shift it up. That's what I'm all about. Crazy guy with a crazy plan to do crazy things like shift it up.
But you're great at it.
Thanks, mate.
No,
So
it's not patronising at all.
the magic of cocktail and canapé hour. Try and be there.
Be
Try
the
and-
magician in your own magic
You have
wedding.
mentioned magicians more times than I've mentioned Daffinois.
Because that's the title of the episode.
Ah.
The magic of cocktail and canapé hour.
Oh, look, I've just got someone text in with the Daffinois timestamp. The tote bag's gone. Sorry,
Oh,
guys. Yeah.
okay.
Oh, what a shame.
But Adam has a discount code.
No, I don't.
If you'd like to buy those.
Don't at me for anything, please. I'm a big advocate of a first look. We've spoken about this on the potty before. First look, you get some of your photos done pre-ceremony, which means 4 bits like that cocktail and canapé hour, you don't have to do as many photos there because you've already done a whole bunch and you can join people and have a drink. Great mingling icebreaker for you as well, so then you don't have to pile it in all to your reception.
Don't pile it all in.
Yeah.
But we've piled a lot into this episode already.
Yeah, that's right. So do you want to go grab a drink?
Let's go get some food, some drinks, and some, what are they called again?
Daffinois. It's cheese. It's cheese. It's yummy cheese.
I don't eat cheese.
Are you dairy intolerant?
I'm not. I just don't enjoy it.
Really? You
Yeah.
don't enjoy
I'm
cheese?
so picky.
Do you like
Don't invite me to your canapes.
No? Okay. Noted. Don't book Georgia for your canapes?
I don't bring the magic.
Oh my God.
I bring picky eating.
Oh no, Georgia.
I know. I'm so sorry.
You're self-distracting.
We cut this off 30 seconds ago, didn't you? Hey, thanks for listening.
We are so happy that you listened. I'm over the moon. In fact, if you want a little bit more, follow us on the socials. Where are we?
You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Left on Wed Podcast.
And if you want to inquire with our services for Celebrant MC and coordination, you can find Georgia at Georgia Fletcher Celebrant.
And you can find Adam at Married by Adam.
Hey, if you have any ideas, questions, topics for episodes, please slide into our DMs. You can send us an email as well, which is
leftonwedpodcast@gmail.com.
And if you're loving the podcast, please tell your friends, tell people who are getting hitched. We need you to spread the word like wildfire. Get it out there.
We really want to say a big thank you to Long Reef Golf Club as well for letting us record the podcast here at their incredible wedding venue. So inquire with them today if you're looking for the perfect wedding venue for your private event or your wedding.
See you there soon, Georgia.
See you there.